Today, we're remembering Mika Immonen, the Finnish pool legend nicknamed the Iceman, for his cool as ice precision and clutch performances that won him 2 world titles and a spot in the Billiard Congress of America Hall of Fame. His passing on September 29, 2025, at age 52 after a year-long battle with cancer has left the billiards world in deep mourning, and we're here to honor his incredible legacy. We're covering it all, the details of his cause of death, his wife and family, his age, net worth, lifestyle, and a full biography that takes you from his London birth to the Mosconi Cup glory and beyond. This is gonna be a long, heartfelt tribute packed with stories from his epic runs, tributes from rivals like Efren Reyes, and the man who made pool look like poetry. Whether you're a pool shark, remember his US Open dominations, or just want to celebrate a life of skill and heart, grab a cue, get comfy, and let's raise a glass to Mika Immonen. Here we go. Let's start from the beginning with Mika's biography, because this guy's path from a snooker kid in London to a pool immortal is the stuff of billiards dreams, full of hustle, heartbreak, and that Finnish fire. Mika Immonen was born on December 17, 1972, in London, England, to Finnish parents who had moved there for work, making him a dual citizen with that cool Nordic edge from day one. Growing up in the gritty outskirts of the city, Mika was a snooker prodigy. By age 10, he was making century breaks in local clubs, potting balls like it was second nature. His dad, a factory worker with a passion for the game, took him to smoky pubs where Mika learned the angles and the mental game early. But life threw curveballs. The family moved back to Helsinki when Mika was a teen, and he switched to pool, discovering the fast-paced thrill of 9-ball that suited his aggressive style. At 18, he was competing in European junior events, and by 20, he'd won the Finnish national 9-ball championship. That hunger led him to the States in the early 90s, where he grinded in New York pool halls, bartending by day and queuing up by night. His breakthrough came in 2000 at the WPA World 9-Ball Championship in Cardiff, Wales, where he outlasted a field of 128 to claim his first world title at 27, beating Tony Robles in the finals 15-13. It was a statement. The Iceman had arrived, cool under pressure with a break shot that could scatter the rack like ice cracking. Mika's career was a highlight reel of dominance. In 2001, he defended his 9-ball crown, becoming the first to go back-to-back since Earl Strickland in the 80s. That same year, he took the US Open 9-ball title, edging out Corey Deuel in a thriller, and in 2002, he won the UPA International 10-ball championship. The Mosconi Cup was his stage, representing Europe 13 times from 1999 to 2013. He was MVP in 2008, helping crush Team USA 11-5 with shots that had the crowd roaring. His 2009 WPA World 10-ball win in Manila was poetry. He dismantled Lee Van Corteza 11-6 in the finals, and that year, he also claimed the International Challenge of Champions, beating Darren Appleton. Mika's style was surgical, that flawless break, the laser-guided one-pocket banks, and a mental toughness that turned pressure into poetry. He nearly snagged a 3rd world title at the 2009 World Straight Pool Championship but fell to Stephen Cohen in the finals, 125-109. Inducted into the BCA Hall of Fame in 2014 at 41, he was the youngest at the time, and in 2016, he won the Dragon 14.1 tournament, outlasting Earl Strickland 300-270. Later years saw him mentoring, with Intrinsic Media's Mastering Pool series in 2008 breaking down his techniques for aspiring pros. Mika retired from full-time competition in 2023 but stayed in the game, coaching and commentating. Fans on X are sharing clips of his breaks, saying, "Mika's cue was magic, gone at 52, but his legacy racks him up forever." Now, the part that's got the billiards family reeling, Mika Immonen's cause of death. Mika passed away on September 29, 2025, at the age of 52, after a courageous year-long battle with stage 4 colorectal cancer. Diagnosed in December 2023, the news hit like a missed shot in the finals. He shared it on Facebook, writing, "With much shock to even myself, I am withdrawing from any foreseeable tournaments as I will be fighting the biggest battle of my life." What followed was a grueling fight, chemotherapy, radiation, and surgeries that tested his Iceman cool. Friends like Emily Keaty, his ex of 5 years, rallied with fundraisers, and the pool community poured in support. Efren Reyes posted, "Mika, you're a warrior, beat this." He even made a brief comeback in 2024, playing a charity event in New York, but the cancer spread, and by summer 2025, he was in hospice care in Helsinki. His final days were peaceful, surrounded by loved ones, and his family confirmed the news on October 1st, saying, "Mika fought with the same grace he brought to the table. Our Iceman will always be cool." The outpouring has been massive. The WPA dedicated its 2025 World 9-Ball Championship to him, and fans are sharing his 2001 final run on YouTube. It's a loss that feels too soon for a player who had so many racks left. Rest easy, Mika, your break was flawless. Mika was 52 when he passed, born December 17, 1972, a number that stings because he was still in his prime, coaching kids and planning a pool academy in Helsinki. At 6 feet 0 inches with a lean, athletic build from years of table time, Mika was the picture of focused intensity, that signature bald head, sharp features, and eyes that locked on the cue ball like a laser. Even in his 50s, he moved with the grace of his playing days, always in a crisp button-down and slacks, exuding that quiet confidence. Fans on X remembered, 52 and Mika was still the Iceman, cool till the end. Wife? Mika Immonen was never married and had no wife at the time of his death. He kept his personal life incredibly private, focusing on the felt more than the spotlight. There were no public relationships or engagements. Mika was the ultimate lone wolf, pouring his energy into pool and friendships in the billiards world. Rumors swirled about past flings, like a 5-year romance with Emily Keaty from 2013 to 2018, but nothing led to the altar. In interviews, he'd joke, "The cue's my only commitment, it never lets me down." His single status let him chase titles without distractions, and in his final months, he was surrounded by close pals like Bradley Farrell, who helped with his care. Fans on X respected it, saying, "Mika's heart was in the game, love was the table, family the cue." Family? Mika's family was his quiet foundation, a Finnish unit that supported him from London to the world stage. Born to Finnish parents in England, he moved to Helsinki as a teen, where his dad, a factory worker with a love for the game, introduced him to snooker halls. His mom was the homemaker who kept the home steady during his early travels. Mika had a twin brother, that's right, a mirror image in the pool world, but details are scarce. The brothers were close but private, with the twins staying out of the spotlight. No other siblings mentioned, and Mika had no children, choosing the solitary road of a pro athlete. In his later years, back in Helsinki after battling cancer, his family was by his side. The twin helped with treatments, and extended relatives rallied with meals and visits. After his death, they released a statement through the WPA, "Mika was our pride, our Iceman. His cool under fire inspired us all." Fans on X shared, Mika's family was his break, strong and silent. Net worth? At the time of his passing, Mika Immonen's net worth was estimated at $5 million, a solid haul from a career of clutch wins and global tours. His prize money alone topped $2 million to $100,000 for each world title in 2001 and 2009, plus US Open hauls like $50,000 in 2008 and $40,000 in 2009. The Mosconi Cup MVPs added bonuses, and his Dragon 14.1 win in 2016 netted $25,000. Endorsements with Mez Cues, Kamui Tips, and Brunswick Billiards brought in $200,000 to $300,000 yearly, and his mastering pool instructional videos in 2008 generated royalties. Investments in Helsinki real estate, like a modest apartment worth $500,000, rounded it out. No yachts or mansions, Mika lived comfortably but simply, donating to junior programs. Fans on X said, $5 million from pure skill, Mika's legacy is richer than gold. Lifestyle? Mika's life was a cool fusion of table time and quiet joys, centered in Helsinki after his New York days. At 6 feet 0 inches with a lean frame, he stayed sharp with daily practice and light runs along the Baltic Sea. His diet was clean Finnish fuel, salmon, rye bread, and berries, but he loved a post-tournament steak. Style was understated pro, collared shirts, slacks, and that signature Mez Q case slung over his shoulder. He drove a practical Volvo XC60, $50,000, for family trips and lived in a cozy Helsinki flat with a billiards room and sea views. Socially, he was the chill guy in the hall, beers with rivals like Francisco Bustamante, mentoring kids at local academies. Hobbies included chess, he was a club player, and fishing in Lapland summers. In 2025, even amid cancer, he coached juniors and planned a comeback event. Fans on X remembered, Mika's lifestyle was pure Iceman, cool, calculated, and kind. Mika's challenges were the grind of pro pool. Injuries like a 2010 wrist tweak sidelined him for months, and the 2006 Mosconi miss haunted him till his 2008 MVP redemption. Cancer was the ultimate foe, but he fought with grace. X-Post said, Mika beat every rack, his final battle was no different. In summary, Mika Immonen, 52, died on September 29, 2025, from stage 4 colorectal cancer. Unmarried with no kids, his $5 million net worth reflected a Hall of Fame career. His family in Helsinki mourns a son who conquered the world. His biography, from London snooker kid to two-time world champ, is legendary. What's your favorite Mika moment, the 2001 9-ball run or Mosconi MVP? Drop it in the comments, like to honor the Iceman, and share with pool fans. Want more on legends like Efren? Let me know. Thanks for watching, keep the cue straight, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.